At first glance, geography seems pretty limited. Maps, mountains, capital cities, maybe a few climate zones. The kind of subject that quietly exists in the background while more important subjects take the spotlight. But that's the thing. It's always in the background. Geography is the study of space, not just where things are, but why they're there. And once you start looking at the world through that lens, it becomes incredibly difficult to find where geography ends and where anything else begins. Take politics, not in the abstract, but how it actually works. Power isn't just an idea, it's rooted in land, borders are physical, laws apply to regions. Every political decision, every government structure, every revolution is shaped by the terrain it arises from. A democracy in a dense coastal trading city will look radically different from one in a vast landlocked rural nation, not just in practice, but in possibility. Ideas are filtered through environment. Geography doesn't sit outside the system, it structures it. And that structure bleeds into economic without missing a step. The wealth of nations isn't random. It follows rivers, ports, resource deposits, and navigatable terrain. Why did the Industrial Revolution begin in Britain? Not just ingenuity, but coal, rivers, and empire. Why are tech hubs clustered in certain places? Climate, infrastructure, talent, pipelines, all geographical. Even the price of your groceries is shaped by global logistics that obey the same laws as geography: distance, density, time, and terrain. But this isn't just about human systems. Even in nature, where we might expect a break, the same pattern holds. Life evolves differently depending on where it takes root. Cacti and coral are both living organisms, but one stores water while the other filters salt from it. Adaptations born from place. Even our own species was shaped by landscape. Bipedalism, tool use, skin tone, lung capacity, all responses to climate, elevation, sunlight, and migration. Biology is not just the study of life, it's the study of life in space. And it keeps going. Chemical processes, the kind that we think of as purely molecular, are influenced by environmental context. Minerals react differently in different soils, atmospheric chemistry shifts with altitude, even clean water, something we think of as simple as H2O, depends on the geographical mix of rocks, sediments, and pollution pathways beneath our feet. Zoom further out and you hit physics, the big one, the universal field, the place where rules are supposed to apply everywhere. But even here, geography sneaks in. Gravity doesn't feel the same on every mountain. Centrifugal force shifts with latitude. Magnetic fields bend based on Earth's core. And in space? Black holes, neutron stars, and dark matter all distort the geometry of the cosmos. Physics may be about universal laws, but those laws only become meaningful when applied to a shape, a mass, or a place. Even space-time has topography. At this point, you might try to escape into something more abstract, philosophy maybe, thought. But even thought is shaped by place. Greek philosophy emerged in a fragmented archipelago, where ideas traveled like cargo, debated in city-states carved by geography. Eastern philosophies were shaped by rivers, agriculture, monsoons, producing entirely different ways of seeing time, nature, and society. Ideas don't float above the world, they're rooted in it. And art, creativity, surely that's above all this. But no. Culture is placed, encoded. A jazz riff is the sound of the American South. A haiku is the rhythm of the Japanese seasons. Architecture bends to wind, sun, and earthquakes. Even the colors in a painting depend on the minerals available in the soil beneath the artist's feet. Try to run even further into numbers, mathematics. Surely this is the purest thing we have. But look closer. Math was born out of land division, trade, engineering. It flourished differently in Egypt, India, Babylon, not because of brilliance, but because of need. And even now, the algorithms we build are designed for physical problems. Navigation, mapping, compression, optimization. Math may be abstract, but the reason we invented and used it wasn't. So, where does that leave us? Everywhere we look, the thread runs back to space. Not just physical space, but relative space, social space, cultural space, mental space. Geography doesn't mean the study of the Earth. It means the study of relationships through place. And that might be the most invisible force of all. Not because it's absent, but because it's everywhere at once. We don't notice it because we're inside of it. Because geography isn't just a subject we study. It's the medium we exist in. So, is anything not geography? Maybe not. And if that feels too broad, maybe we need to stop thinking of geography as a box and start seeing it as the map that every other box is drawn on.